Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel and welcome to the first video of 2021. That sounds crazy. Happy New Year. I hope you guys have had a great start to your year so far. I thought what better video to do first things first than it was for dinner. I actually haven't had one in quite some time, just with all of the hustle and bustle of the holidays and cooking lots of other things. I was like, it is time to get back in the kitchen and make some like tried and true recipes, and I'm so excited to spend lots of time in the kitchen this year trying new recipes and sharing them with you guys and hopefully giving you some meal inspiration. So anyway, without further ado, let's go ahead and get cooking. Okay, so tonight for dinner we are making chicken parm, which you guys know is like one of our favorites, probably in my top 3 of like our best recipes. What do you think, B? It's pretty good.
I'll give it top 10.
Top 10?
Oh yeah, we cook some good stuff, girl.
But Bunky, chicken parm, y'all, it's top 3 for sure. So anyway, I'm just getting my dredging station all set up here. So let me get it set up and then I'll flip you guys around and kind of show you everything. I know you've seen us make this quite a few times, but just in case you're new or you haven't, we're gonna walk you through it again. And I have been like wanting this for weeks. I've told Bunky so many times, like, we have to make it. It's been a long time.
It's gonna be extra delicious tonight because it's so cold outside for some reason, and I feel like this is gonna warm my heart.
I think so too. It's very like such a cozy meal. Okay, so I've got my station set up here. I just have 2 eggs that I've whisked together. I have some flour, and then I have a mixture of panko as well as some breadcrumbs. If you just have one or the other, you can totally just use one. We just have both, and I like kind of the mixture of them together. But I'm gonna season both my flour and my breadcrumbs up. I'm gonna add some Parmesan cheese, Italian seasoning, ranch seasoning, and then also some garlic powder to the breadcrumbs. And then to my flour, I'm gonna add some salt and pepper, and then probably a little bit of garlic powder as well. I forgot Bunky's in his new hat, which by the way, he has not taken off since Christmas Day. I will go into his office in the mornings and he's already put on his hat for the day.
I have a nice hat to cover my dead head now.
Well, so to my brother, thank you for Bunky's hat.
Yeah, it was a great gift, my friend. We appreciate it.
Okay, anyway, Bunky.
It's so soft. Like, can you tell by the texture?
We can tell.
It's so soft.
Oh my gosh. Okay, Bunky is going to cut our chicken, like just slice it down the middle, because we like to have like a thinner piece of chicken for this, especially since we're kind of like pan frying it.
Yep. Sorry.
No, it's okay. So he's just gonna take a knife and kind of cut them through the middle.
Yeah.
Plus you get 4 pieces of chicken versus just 2.
Now, do you want this like straight? Oh my gosh, what am I doing here?
I think you're doing great.
You think so?
Yeah.
There we go. Wow, huh?
All right.
Okay.
He's got the chicken ham. He's gonna be our dredger. So we're just gonna start with flour, do it on both sides, do it in the egg, and then put breadcrumbs on both sides. And while Bunky finishes the chicken, I went ahead and put my pot of water on here so we can get our noodles cooking. And then I have a pan with some oil in there on like a medium to high heat. That way we can go ahead and pan fry our chicken. And this, my friends, is what I like to call magic.
Wow.
Does that not look so good?
That looks right.
I love any kind of like pan-seared chicken. Over here I have our baking dish that we're going to pop in the oven. So I just laid like a small thin layer of pasta sauce down. Then we'll lay our chicken and we'll top it with Parmesan and mozzarella and more sauce. And then we'll bake this in the oven just to kind of like finish out that chicken and melt all of that cheese just for like 10 to 15 minutes. Oh my gosh, y'all, it's going to be so good.
Chicken.
Okay, chickens.
These two are ready to go into the... Sit down there.
Okay.
Don't you think? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Which way do you want it? Facing down or up?
It don't matter.
Doesn't matter. Oh yes.
It looks so good.
Oh my gosh. Do we need some more oil?
I think just a little bit, yeah.
You think? You went and break them in half? No, we can't do that, remember?
Why?
Because that's like a culinary sin. Remember?
You're the one obsessed with Food Network. You learn all your tips and tricks from Guy Fieri.
Apparently, it is like against the rules to break your pasta in half.
Oh, good to know.
Yeah. The Italians frown upon it. According to the internet.
Where'd you really learn that?
No, on like
Darn Sharpens Enough.
something like that, yeah. Probably.
Okay, so now for my favorite part, we're gonna add like a dollop of spaghetti sauce on top of each one of these. Then we'll add Parm, mozzarella, and then we'll bake it in the oven.
I have a question.
Yes.
Can we sprinkle this directly onto that?
Yeah, do that first.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so we're gonna do Parm sauce, more cheese.
And just go like...
Oh my gosh, Monkey, this is gonna be amazing. I've wanted this for so long.
This looks really good.
You're trying to tell me it's in your top 10.
Okay, well you said your top 5.
Well, I said top 3.
So what's your number 1 then?
don't
Chicken
know.
Alfredo.
Yeah, but see, I almost like this more than chicken Alfredo now.
I can't pick a number 1. I would never be able to pick a number 1.
How's that?
Okay.
But he likes lots of sauce. So I try to dump it around chicken. And we have like 5 different kinds of Parmesan, but you just use whatever Parmesan you have.
We're cheese people.
We are cheese people. Okay, into the oven at 375 for like 10 to 15 minutes.
Do I look younger?
You look way younger. You look super cool.
Thank you. Something's gotta make me cool, because I'm sure not.
Oh my gosh. Okay, y'all, we're getting this out of the oven. It's been there for like right at, I'd say 12 or 13 minutes.
Wow.
And we did pop it underneath the broiler for a minute too. Oh my gosh, does this not look so amazing? What's our joke from this morning, Bunky? We were talking about making this. What did we say?
Oh, chicken on it. I'm trying to think of a way to explain it.
Because we were saying like checking.
I was asking you to check on something, and you said I'm chicken on it.
So there's Bunky's dad joke for the day. Okay, we gotta plate this up because it looks so good. Okay, y'all, it was totally worth the wait. It's amazing. Like, I cannot even explain to you. If y'all have not made this recipe, you have to. It is so good, and honestly, it's very easy.
It's so easy.
And it tastes like you're at like a 5-star restaurant. It's so yummy. What do you think, B?
I just can't believe it.
What can you not believe?
Well, I love the chicken, how it's thin.
Me too. Oh my gosh, with the crust on there.
Yeah, and it's still very moist. And I love tomato sauce. Warm tomato sauce is like...
Your fave.
I could just eat it with a spoon by itself.
The cheese, the pasta. Oh my gosh, it's all so good.
Yeah, this is great.
All right, y'all. Chicken parm is what's for dinner tonight. Okay, so it's actually New Year's Eve and it's very cold, dreary, raining out today, and I have been in the mood for soup. I've been craving it, and I found a recipe that I thought sounded so good. It's like chicken, rice, broccoli, and cheddar soup. Does that not sound so good? It's like all of my favorite things in one. So I was gonna make it for dinner tonight, but Bunky and I actually decided we're gonna do appetizers later for dinner. So I'm gonna make it now as like a late lunch, early dinner. That way we have something that's like substantial on our stomachs. And then I'm gonna make a couple of appetizers later. So we're doing 3 recipes today. We're gonna start with the soup, and then we're gonna make bacon and cheese bites, as well as like a, how do I say it? Like a pizza, cheesy bread, casserole goodness. That's what we're gonna call it. It's gonna be so good. So anyways, let's get started on this soup. It's gonna be very simple. I have my Dutch oven here, so we're gonna put everything in this pot, and then I also have another pot over here because we're gonna go ahead and make our rice, and then as soon as it's done, we can kind of dump it in with everything else. And then also, to make this very easy, I'm just gonna use a rotisserie chicken, kind of pull all of that chicken apart and shred it up, and that's what I'm gonna use. If you wanna make your own chicken, you totally can. This is just gonna be a very easy kind of go-to recipe. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull this apart, get my rice cooking, and kind of prep everything, and then we'll get it in the pot. Also, of course, this recipe calls for onion. I'm gonna make like big chunks to give it the flavor. Bunky's like, what? To give it some flavor, but I'm gonna pull them out because you guys know about me and onions. But if you love them, just chop them up really fine and leave them in there.
Oh, Bunky, your nails are too pretty to be getting in this chicken.
You want to do it for me? Sometimes you just gotta get down and dirty over here.
I should have.
Do you want to? Gosh, the skin's my favorite part.
Oh, you got it at this point.
I just want to eat the skin.
Hang on.
Got all of our chicken cut up, and then I have a little bit of onion here. Like I told y'all, I'm just throwing this in for flavor, taking it out. You dice it up, leave it in. And then I have some celery here that we're also gonna throw in. And then the recipe doesn't call for carrots, but I love carrots with my broccoli and cheddar soup, so I'm gonna add some of those in as well with 1 stick of butter. So we're gonna add this in, let it melt, throw in our carrots, onion, celery, and then once that's sauteed, we're gonna add in some flour, stir in our stock, and then kind of throw in everything else. Rice is done. We just have it back here cooling off. All of this is pretty much sauteed, so we're just kind of trying to prep everything else. Bunky's getting our cheese shredded, and I'm just using an entire block of this. I think it's called Cabot Seriously Sharp Cheddar cheese. I thought that would be like delicious and give it so much yummy flavor.
Would you like to sample it?
Please.
Oh, What do you think? Good?
It was very sharp. It's so good. And then I have all the broccoli here, our garlic, and because I'm taking that onion out, the actual recipe only calls for 2 cloves of garlic. I'm gonna use 3 because y'all know we like it very garlicky in this household.
The more the better, in my opinion.
Agreed.
Are you flouring or are you chicken stock broccoli?
I can do both, but you gotta whisk and stir.
Okay.
Okay, first things first, we're gonna take these onions out, and I put you a plate right there.
We're taking them out already?
Bunky, come on now.
Let's just leave them in there. We'll find them later. Yeah. Yep. All right. Nope. We'll take them out.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so to this mixture, I'm gonna add in about a 1/4 cup of flour, and Bunky's gonna whisk it, and then I will start pouring in our chicken stock. Okay, I'm just gonna start pouring in all of this chicken broth. The actual recipe calls for 6 cups. We're just gonna do 4 because you guys know it's just me and Bunky, so don't make a huge batch. Okay, so we're just gonna bring this to a boil and then add in the rest of our ingredients. We'll reduce the heat and let this simmer until the broccoli and the cheese are like soft and melted. At a boil, so Bunky, you're gonna dump in our rice, our broccoli. We gotta do the garlic, chicken, and then we're gonna do like half a block of cream cheese. The actual recipe calls for a whole block. I think that's too much for like how much we're making. So we're gonna do half a block. Okay, so let's do. Would you quit munching on the celery? This man's been over here eating celery for 30 minutes.
It's good. I can't help it. We're gonna go rice first.
Okay, sure. We'll add our rice in.
Ooh. Our fluffy duffy rice.
Not really so fluffy because it's been sitting there.
Well, Lord, Bunky, we might gonna have to add some more stock to this.
Maybe we should have used all 6 cups.
Well, we got that little can in there. We can. What is this?
Whoops. Daisy's just down there waiting for us to give her a piece of chicken. Oh, there's a piece of broccoli, Daisy May.
Broccoli for you, girl. And then what? Chicken?
Uh-huh. That is a whole heaping thing of cheese.
Yeah. I feel like I need to give this a quick stir.
Okay. Okay, while you're stirring, I'm gonna get our garlic cream cheese.
Yeah. Babe, we need more liquid in here.
Okay. Oh yeah, we need way more liquid.
I say you just dump the whole thing in.
Okay, so maybe use the whole 6 cups that the recipe calls.
Yeah, it's gonna be fine.
I think we used 8 cups.
It's gonna work out.
Okay.
There we go. Funky, that cheddar cheese already melted into this. Yeah.
Okay, just kidding. Bunky wants to dump all the cream cheese.
Since we added more stock, I think it's perfectly fine.
Okay. There's your cream cheese.
Mm-hmm. Look how bright this broccoli turned. Because you know the heat. It turned it nice and bright green.
Oh my gosh, this is going to be amazing. Okay, I gotta add the garlic, salt, and pepper. That's it. Okay, so I'm gonna give it a big stir, let that cream cheese melt and all of this come together, and it will be ready, and it looks and smells so good. This is like exactly what I've been wanting. Mm-hmm. Okay, so it's been simmering for about 20 minutes, and I just took a bite, and it is so delicious. I was like, Bunky, you have to try this. It's amazing. So we're gonna go ahead and make ourselves a bowl. We're not gonna eat too much. We've gotta save room for all the appetizers later. But y'all, you have to make this soup, especially if it's like a cold, snowy, rainy day.
Yeah, this is like
ultimate comfort.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it is just so good, and I'm not big on soup.
You know what's funny?
What?
I never ate soup ever. Like I'm not a soup lover.
Yeah.
But lately I've been like really into them.
Oh, well, this is one that
you can get down with.
Needs to be made by everybody watching. For sure.
Okay, my friends, broccoli, cheddar, chicken, and rice soup is what's for dinner, and it looks so good. Y'all have to make this. Okay, so we're gonna get started on our second recipe, and we were gonna make bacon and cheese bites. I asked Bunky like twice today if we had bacon bits, and he assured me that we did. I cannot find any anywhere, so I don't think we're gonna make bacon and cheese bites because you can't really make them without bacon. But if you guys want to see the recipe, you never have, I will link it down below for you. But we're just gonna make our like pizza, cheesy, pull apart casserole situation. It is so simple, and Bunky, I think, is going to love this more than anybody because his like favorite food in the entire world is pizza. And this is gonna be so simple to make. Actually, I think for maybe the Super Bowl, like 2 years ago, we made something very similar with like blue cheese and garlic, and it was amazing. So it's like basically the same thing, but with other ingredients. Doing dishes while I make this. Okay, so anyways, I have some biscuits here, which I'm just gonna cut up into like bite-sized pieces. We'll just kind of like cut it into 4s. And then I have some pepperoni, basil, garlic. The recipe calls for mozzarella. I only have this Italian style cheese, so that will work just fine, as well as some Parmesan. We have some oil, some Italian seasoning, some salt and pepper. The actual recipe calls for like basil, oregano, I think thyme, but since I only have like fresh basil, I'm just gonna add the Italian seasoning to give it a little bit more flavor. But we're gonna add all the ingredients in here, toss them together, pop them in our dish, and then we will bake it in the oven. So I used fresh sliced pepperoni from my deli just because I was already at the grocery store getting other things from the deli, and I was like, might as well go ahead and get them to slice me some pepperoni as well. But you can use whatever pepperoni you want and just kind of cut it up into bite-sized pieces. But I cannot tell you how scrumptious this recipe was, and honestly the easiest thing ever. We ended up taking it to our neighbor's house and sharing with them, and they loved it too. They kept telling me, you have to make this again. The only thing I would probably do different is spray the bottom of my casserole dish with like a little bit of Parm, because it did stick just a little bit. But other than that, this was definitely a winner for our household. Okay, so to our bowl of cheese and pepperoni, I'm gonna go ahead and add our chopped up basil, and then I'm also gonna add in our Italian seasoning. I'm just gonna eyeball this. If you want to measure it, you can.
Just don't overdo it, boo.
Okay, I'm just gonna eyeball it. I think just do it to how much you want. What do you say?
That's good.
Okay.
That's so powerful.
Okay, and then I'm gonna take this little bowl here and add some olive oil to it, as well as some minced garlic, and kind of stir that together, and then we'll add that to our bowl as well.
So you told me to turn this out into the thing? Mm-hmm. Oh my god.
Now the recipe that we did see, you could put this in a bundt pan and bake it like super low and slow for like an hour, and it's like cheesy pull apart. But I think in here it's just going to be basically the same thing.
Okay, this is going to be insane.
I know. Oh my gosh, Punk.
You smell that?
It smells so good.
I think basil is my favorite herb.
I agree. Spread me out here. Yeah, get some of those pepperonis everywhere.
Yeah, they're going to give us some nice greasy lube.
Oh my gosh.
What?
Y'all, does this not look so good? Oh my goodness.
There's like a just haven of cheese and pepperoni.
Yes. Okay.
I'm going for the center.
Yes, and because I don't really know what to bake this on, I'm just doing it at 375, which is what the biscuits actually say to cook them. And we'll just keep an eye on it. But I think it's going to be just fine.
Just gonna give it a little shake, settle everybody out.
I love that you have your towel.
Oh yeah. I've become a fan of just throwing a towel over the shoulder.
Oh my gosh.
It's convenient.
Okay, oh my goodness, y'all. This smells so good. It looks amazing. I think it's gonna be delicious. How long has it been in there? It's probably been about 30 minutes, I feel like.
What time is it? It actually has been 30 minutes. It was like 6:30 when we put it in.
Yes, and Bucky did put a piece of tinfoil over it like halfway just to make sure this top part didn't burn while the rest of it cooked. But I think it literally turned out perfect.
Yeah, it wasn't like crimped. It was just kind of like, I kind of just like that while it was in the oven, just to keep the top from overcooking.
Yeah, Bunky. This looks incredible.
Alright y'all, so that's going to do it for this week's What's for Dinner. We hope that you enjoyed hanging out with us in the kitchen.
I get tongue twisted, don't you? You get tongue... See, Bunky's doing this because I've tried to film it like 5 times and I keep getting tongue twisted, and now you get tongue twisted.
Okay, here we go again.
Okay. Take 2.
All right, y'all. So that's gonna do it. Oh, I started looking. Come on.
It's harder than it seems. Go ahead. Okay, go ahead. Take 3.
All right, y'all. So that's gonna do it for this week's What's for Dinner. We appreciate you tuning in. I hope you got some recipe inspiration while we were here in the kitchen cooking. And we love you. We look forward to seeing you again.
Don't forget to subscribe. Give this one a thumbs up, and we'll see you guys in the next one.
Bye, y'all.
Bye. Bunky's gonna do our outro. All right, y'all.
I'll start when I'm ready.
Okay, you go. You go ahead. You go ahead.
Is it? Can you even see me? This camera can't even see my head right now. Can it?
No. All right, take it away.
No, Bucky. See, I gotta collect my thoughts for just 1 second.
Oh my gosh.